Alright, this is Boot Banter coming at you with another video. Today I have an unboxing of the Nike Tiempo Legend 9 Elite in the Raw Audacious colorway. As you can see, we have a white upper with a Volt swoosh and a red and pink multicolor sole plate with the word Tiempo on the middle of it. This is a wearable finish, meaning that as you play in the boots, the finish will wear off over time. Upper is kangaroo leather with touch pods made out of memory foam in the forefoot, the lateral, the toe box, and also the midfoot, or should I say the instep. You have a mesh tongue instead of the fly knit tongue that was in the Legend 7 and the Legend 8. You have a sort of a mesh synthetic in the heel area with a synthetic suede heel liner in the for the heel, similar to the Legend 7. As far as the leather quality, it's pretty nice. I wouldn't say it's quite up there with the Mizuno made in Japan boots, but it's good enough. I'm happy with the quality, especially with this being a full kangaroo leather boot, meaning that you have kangaroo leather in the touch areas, so the toe box, forefoot, and midfoot. You have premium kangaroo leather, which is something that is kind of one of my criticisms about Mizuno. For comparison, the closest boot in Mizuno's range will be the Regular Cup. That would compare the most to the Tiempo, and that boot only has leather in the forefoot and it's a synthetic in the midfoot and heel, which isn't a bad thing, it's just a preference. But when I go for a leather boot, especially a K-leather boot, I try to get as much leather as I can. But that's on a tangent. Let me get back to the boots. So, like I said, the tech specs, memory foam in the forefoot and the midfoot. You have a synthetic swoosh, kind of going into the to kind of give a little bit of lateral stability for the side. And then you have a new sole plate. They have moved away from the hyper stability sole plate to this sole plate. I don't know if they gave this a name or not, but personally I feel as though the hyper stability is a little bit lighter, a little bit better than this one. Not that this is a bad sole plate. I mean, to be honest, you probably won't feel the difference between either of them. But if I had a preference, I would choose the hyper stability over this one. The fit is true to size. I did try these on. My toe is at the very edge how I want it. So yeah, it's true to size. If whatever size you got from the Legend 8 will be the same one that you will get for the Legend 9. You do have the same insole from the Legend 9, so you have that yellow foam with the porine inserts in the forefoot and the heel. The same has been for the longest, since like the Legend 5. As far as the weight, it's pretty light. Nike said that the weight in a size 9 is 7.3 ounces, but I'm not really convinced about that. I think the lightest Tiempo they made is the Legend 7, because I weighed these and I let in a size 10 and it came in at 7.8 ounces, and my 10.5 Legend 7 came in at 7.2 ounces. So As far as their claims that the Legend 9 is the lightest Tiempo ever, I think they were a little bit fabricating on that, but it's still a good boot. I will say though that with this tongue being mesh, if you have a wide foot like myself, it won't look the best. Your foot will be contained, but it will, the sides of the boot will kind of spread a little bit more. So if you have a wide foot, it will look like you have a wide foot in this boot. I don't know if that's not really a performance issue, because my foot did feel locked down in this. It felt locked in. But for people that maybe are worried about aesthetics a lot and you don't want your foot to look super wide, maybe this isn't a boot for you. But that shouldn't really matter. That's pretty much my first impressions. Fit is nice. The leather is good. The weight, it's not super light. It's not lighter than a Vapor or a Speed boot, but it's light enough. I do like the suede heel liner. If there were a couple things that I would change if I were making this boot, I would give it the flat tongue like the Phantom Venom, and I will also give it the flywire cables from the Legend 7, just for added lockdown and just for comfort. But if I had to give this boot a rating right now, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I think if it was a little bit, had a little bit more, I would say if the memory foam was a little bit softer, it would probably end up being a 10. Let me get the other boot out for you guys. That's how it look together. I would say these are probably gonna get, dirty, but they shouldn't get too dirty because there's no stitching on here except for the laces. So I think this should stay a little bit cleaner than most leather boots because there's not as much stitching as on traditional leather cleats. So the left foot is a little bit stiffer. That's pretty much it. I will say that I had ordered the limited edition Legend 9 Focus, but for whatever reason, 3 days after the release, Soccer.com canceled my order. So now I ordered a 10.5, which is a half size bigger than I wanted, from another website, and I'm most likely gonna have to return that as soon as I get done reviewing it and keep these. But if someone has a size 10 in the Tiempo Focus, or yeah, that's what it's called, the Legend 9 Elite Focus, the limited edition ones with all that graphic on the leather, the white and silver ones. If you had that in a size 10, then trying to hit me up and maybe we can do a size swap. I would really prefer that, but if not, it is what it is. I still have these. I'm gonna do a couple practice sessions in these and play a couple games and get back to you guys with a full review. That should be about 2 weeks. If I'm a little bit more busy than that, it'll probably end up being a month, but I should be able to get it out to you guys soon. Here's the bag. I almost forgot about it. It says Tiempo on it. I'm not that impressed about it, but I mean, I would rather have a boot bag than not have one, like the way Adidas does. How they don't give any boot bags except for like the 275 plus versions. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much my first impressions of the Legend 9 Elite in the Raw Audacious colorway. If you have any questions, you can always put them down in the comment section or hit me up on Instagram as Boo Banter. And like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.